Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. You miss me? I miss you guys. It's been almost a full week. It was last Thursday, the last time I streamed, and I'm still Clay Emo. I'm still Canuck Clay, and this is still my Canucks take, all in one take. So thank you for being here. I am so glad that you are here. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. I have so much to get into. I want to fill you in on what I've been up to. I want to talk about this amazing hockey team, and I want to talk to all of you. So this is what we should do. Let's start off by thanking all the moderators in advance. Do what you need to do to keep this a very safe and positive space. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your continued support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be watching anything else, watching anyone else, doing anything else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you're here with me, I always appreciate you, and I never, ever take you for granted. So right off the bat, this is how you can get involved. You can subscribe so you get active in the chat section, and you can get my videos and notified of my videos whenever I release them. I'm going to go back to daily videos starting this weekend. You can like the video. There are 42 of you in here on a non-game night. I will take it. I will take it. So 42 of you in here, like the video. There's only 15 likes. You know how much I love that 50% ratio. So let's get that to at least 20. You can leave a donation. You can gift a membership, which I see many people doing, which I'll get to in a second. You can upgrade your own membership, buy your own membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Right off the bat, I want to remind you of an opportunity, because I think the deadline to buy is pretty soon. So if you are interested in going on this, I wouldn't say once in a lifetime, but it's once this season road trip with me, heading down to Seattle, me and my good haircut, we're heading down to Seattle to watch the Canucks take on the Seattle Kraken on Friday night, November the 24th. You get return transportation to and from Vancouver or Richmond, which is awesome for me, on a bus. You get a night hotel downtown Seattle in the Westin. And most importantly, you get a really good ticket, a very expensive ticket. It's not expensive for us. It's expensive when you buy them at Ticketmaster, a ticket to the Canucks Kraken game. This is probably about a $750 deal. We are getting it for just $649. So only $649. So if you're sitting on the fence, make sure you commit now, because I think Neil's only going to keep it open for a couple more days. So if you're interested, contact Neil Chark, Neil C at uniglobecarefree.ca. Once again, that is Neil C at uniglobecarefree.ca. Make sure you contact Neil if you want to go on this wonderful trip. Again, for only, it sounds like a lot, but when you add up what you're getting and the experience, I think it's well worth it. It's $649 Canadian. Again, the ticket, the hotel, and the transportation to and from Seattle. And you get to hang out with me, and you get to hang out with Crazy P and anyone else who's on the trip. So let's thank some people who have already been generous. And we started off when Coach Rob gifted a donation, which is awesome. He's the one who got the donation train out of the station tonight. So Coach Rob, franchise member, gifted a membership, and it went to Taylor Betts. And I know how much Taylor appreciates membership. So congratulations to Taylor. Welcome back to the CCC Crew, Clay's Canucks Commentary Crew. It's 4 C's. So welcome back to the CCC Doesn't sound right. It should be the CCC. CCCC? CCCC. Sounds like I'm saying yes, 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 yes. Anyways, welcome back, Taylor, and thank you, Coach Rob. Then we got to another nice recognition, and this is Fangirl. Fangirl's been a member for 30 months, almost from the very start. And she says, I'm starting to think Benning wasn't the best at drafting as we thought he was. Well, we knew that already, Fangirl. If you're referring to the Trevor Linden interview, that is not new news. That is something that we've known about ever since Linden left. And so I don't think that surprises anyone. It's, I don't think it's a distraction today because the Canucks are doing so well, but everyone knew that that Benning was leaning one way and Judd Brackett and the rest of the scouting team was leaning another way. Thank you, Fangirl, for being a member for so long. And then we have the legend, Carol Bovenlander, gifting 5 memberships, picking up where she left off. J.S., Anula, all the way from Sweden, EJ, Erwin, and Clint. I think Clint might be a new name. Let's give some love to Carol for doing that, for being so generous all the time, and welcome to the CCCC. Jay, Anula, EJ, Erwin, and Clint. And once again, Carol, thank you for your generosity. And I see that Ricky says, welcome back, brother. And he says, although I'm under the weather big time, at least I can enjoy the Canucks success with yourself and everyone right here in CCC. I'm really sorry to hear that you're not feeling well, Ricky, but maybe the Canucks can indeed make you feel better for sure. Oh, we got another one. We have to recognize Justin Incredible. Justin says, welcome back. Justin's a member for 33 months. Sometimes he's a legend. Sometimes he's Hall of Fame. He's always present. 33 months. Welcome back, Clay. Thank you, Justin. Good to have you back. Thank you, Justin. How have you been? Thank you, Justin. I'm doing great, and I'll talk about that in a second. Praise God in your recovery update. Long time coming, but this Canucks team finally light at the end of the tunnel towards a brighter future. Indeed, Justin, and I tease you all the time, I love the tone of your tweets recently. That's the Justin I came to know and love. I still know and love you if you said other stuff, but it's nice to see you back on the good side and tweeting stuff for sure. And thank you, Justin, for being a member for so long. And I'm looking at this, fallen in any windows lately. Very funny, Jason. So I'm going to talk about that in a second. So today I'm just going to give you a bit of an update about me, what I've been up to, because like I said, I haven't streamed in the last week. So I'm going to give you an update, which has nothing to do with the Canucks first. I want to walk you through my week and why I called this stream Life is Good. So if you're looking for hard-hitting Canucks talk, you're not going to get it for about the next 10 minutes. I'm warning you right now, but I think most of you in here, if not all of you, but most of you do indeed care about me, and you care about this community and the people in it. So by nature of being the leader of this community, I hope that you care about me. I'm gonna tell you about what I've been up to for the past week or so, and then I will do a quick few minutes about the team, where they're sitting, especially with what happened tonight across the league, and then I will turn it over to all of you and do a good non-rushed 20 to 25 minutes with all of you. Okay, a couple more things that I want to get to. A lot of everything that you guys say is important, but a couple of things I want to get to first. Taylor says, so Taylor, franchise member for 12 months. Well, I'm officially 12 months in now, but about a year and a half of watching these streams. Well, thank you for those 18 months. Where were you the first 6 months, Taylor? I'm just kidding. Thank you, Clay, and the fellow members, for the gifts and the stream. That is awesome, and glad to use your monthly membership message. Thank you, Taylor. And then RNG says, I won a Demko jersey and a local ticket raffle at my hockey club. That's awesome. Is there a P.O. box or somewhere I can mail donate it for a giveaway for the channel? RNG, let's arrange something. that's awesome. I will happily give it away on this channel. Don't worry, I won't wear it when you send it to me. I don't have a PO box, but I can give you my address, and I can't remember where you're from, but RNG, send me an email. I think I have yours, but just be sure. Send me an email to canuckclay@gmail.com, and then I will give you my address. I'll pay for the shipping as long as it's not like $200 or whatever. But tell you what, let me write me first, and then I'll contact you off stream if that makes sense. But that is very, very, very generous of you. JS is asking, is it a longer stream tonight? No, I still want to cut it off at midnight. Well, so yeah, technically it is, because usually once I get back to streaming, I want to get back to like those tight 35, 40-minute shows, because I don't want to go too long on a regular night. But tonight, I think I know I'm going to go past 40 minutes, because by the time I stop blabbing and stuff and get to you, it'll be about 25 minutes. And then I do want to have a lot of time for questions and stuff. So we'll see. I don't want to cap it or make a prediction, because then you say, oh, you ended too early, or, oh, why are you going so long? I'm not sure if anyone's ever complained that my stream's too long. You can just leave, but we will see how we do tonight. I hope that makes sense. And I think that is fair. I'll say this just because it's a good redemption story of some sort. Eric says, my first impression was that the Good Looking Canucks fan club was cheesy, but the positive here has rubbed off on me. Eric, no problem. So you're from Surrey, RNG? RNG, I might even just arrange to meet you, actually, because I'll be yeah, RNG, just write me, send me an email, and then I can contact you that way. You know, I started the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. The good looking part, it was a joke, but it wasn't, because obviously it's not a joke that I'm so good looking. But what it was is I got tired of seeing all the negativity on Twitter, and I'm not an idiot. Like, I know when the team's not playing well. I know when the team can improve. But I would say, no matter what, I would always be positive. And for the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, I would say there's no entry fee, there's no enrollment fee, there's no application. If you think you're good looking, then you're in. No, sorry. If you think you're good looking and you're positive, then you're in. If you're not good looking, well, I can't help you with that. And if you're not positive, then you can't be part of the GLCPC. Everyone can be part of the CCC, Clay's Canucks Commentary Crew, the CCCC, but not everyone is part of the GLCPC, even though it is self-admitting. So figure it out. It doesn't really matter, but yes. And you guys, I've been so tempted to rub it in people's faces, how well the Canucks are doing. Those people that doubted the team and were trashing on the team for the last 3 or 4 or 5 years. And I get it. The team was bad for the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, except for the bubble year. I get it. And it's funny to see all these people on Twitter who are now singing the team's praises when they're complaining left, right, and center over the past 5 years. And I've said in my videos, I'm not going to judge anyone else's fandom. It's not my place. I don't think people should judge my fandom. And if they do, then so be it. But I know what I like. I know what I stand for. I know that I'm always consistent, and I'm always the same way. But I guess when it comes to bandwagon jumpers, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that people are jumping on the bandwagon, because that's how a fan base grows. If you don't have bandwagon jumpers and you only reserve fandom for the hardcore fans, your fan base is going to shrink. And I want our fan base to grow. I want Canucks content creation to grow. And so maybe this is a good way to launch into my so I'm going to warn you, I'll probably go for about 7 or 10 minutes now to tell you what I've been up to the past week or so. I might go a bit longer, so don't hold me to that 7 or 10 minutes. But Eric, you're a salesman, Clay. I've been awesome. So this is what I want to share. One part about the channel, and then I'll talk about my personal life, which is, has to do with my channel, obviously. With this channel, I'll admit, in years past, I would have FOMO, fear of missing out, if I took a week off of live streaming, no CCC streams, no post-game videos, no game over videos, whatever it be. I'd say even if I was like 2 or 3 years younger, I would have FOMO, and admittedly, I would probably get jealous or fall into the comparison trap. And um, I'm going to use these examples now, but work with me. I'm going to use examples from today. But if this was 2 or 3 years ago, I think I'd be saying, "Oh, dang, Parker's getting so many views because the Canucks are doing so well, and he always records a video after a game. And look, he's getting 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 views a stream. Or, oh, dang, I wish I was hosting Game Over tonight. I hope that I had the awesome crossover game against Edmonton because I would want people to see me on the screen and be part of this exciting. Or, oh man, it must be nice that Rev Trev Kempner Canucks can stream after every game and build his membership, his subscriber count that way. I admit, if this was me, maybe not 2 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I think, I don't know if jealousy or envy, but there's certainly, you can easily fall into what I call the comparison trap. And that's when you compare yourself to others and you judge your own worth and your own ability and your own competence based on how well you compare to others. Whether you have more subscribers or more views or more watch time or make more money off of YouTube, whatever. This is going to go way longer than 10 minutes, by the way, but I hope you guys will indulge me here. But I don't feel like that way at all anymore. Like I am thrilled when I see Parker get thousands of views on a video, and when he goes over the 4,000 subscriber mark. That's awesome. That's awesome. And I'm blessed to be partners with him on Canucks After Dark. And now he's on Game Over too. I guess he can't get rid of me. So I have 0% jealousy. I have 0% competitive nature in me where I'm like, oh, he might pass me in subscribers, or oh, he's getting more views or whatever. That is awesome. That truly is awesome. And I'm so happy for Parker. I am so happy for Kempner Canucks. He's slowly growing his channel. He's streaming after every game, something that I can't do. I choose not to do, and I physically don't have the schedule to do. And he's dropping videos every day, and his channel is growing, and that's awesome. I like Trevor. So I've never met him, but I like him a lot, and we message together all the time. That's awesome. I love the fact that Game Over Vancouver is blowing up. It doesn't matter who's hosting, if it's me, if it's Parker, if it's Kaya, or if it's Sam, because I want Game Over Vancouver to do very well. So all to say is this. Yes, I felt, I don't know if you did, I felt a void when I didn't live stream since last Thursday, because you guys know I had my biggest work event of the year. So it kept me busy. Friday, Saturday, I usually don't stream anyways, but I couldn't even do any videos. And I didn't even do any quick recap video after the Dallas Stars game on Saturday. Then our event, we cleaned up on Sunday. No, sorry, our event was Friday night set up. Our event was Saturday, Sunday. Then Monday, I was still hosting. So I went to the Edmonton game and I couldn't do Game Over. I couldn't do my own post game. I couldn't do anything. And then even on Tuesday, I hosted another event in Richmond. And now finally I have one more big event I had church tonight, and I have one more big work event tomorrow night. And then finally, then things settle down for me starting on Friday. So this part was way longer than I expected to be, but all to say, I'm so happy for Parker. I'm so happy for Rev Trev. I'm so happy for Game Over Vancouver. And there is years past, there might have been FOMO in me, but no, there is so much room for good content creation here in Vancouver, especially with a team that is doing so well. So just as I'm fine with bandwagon jumpers when it comes to fans, I'm not all saying Parker and Rev Trevor are bandwagon jumper. I'm saying the corollary. What's the corollary? The corollary. The related part is when it comes to Canucks content creation, I am so happy that people's channels are doing well. I'm so happy that the team is doing well. I'm so happy that we are all part of it. So I hope that makes sense. That was a little bit longer than I expected, but I feel very, not vulnerable. I feel very transparent tonight, and I just wanted to share that, even if I'm losing viewers a little bit because as I started talking about that, but I thought that was really, really important. Okay, so that's was my work thing. And from a personal life, I want to share with you some really good news. And some of you have seen it on Twitter and on Instagram. And if you haven't, I will share something with you real quick because maybe it's best seen. And not that I'm going to stand up right in front of you and show you in my home office here, but I do want to show you. Let me just set this up for you right now. Okay, here, good. Okay, awesome. So let me share this with you. So yesterday, 3 months after rupturing my Achilles tendon playing softball, 3 months after that of non-weight bearing, 6 weeks in a cast, 6 weeks in a walking boot, 12 weeks, 3 months of my life, I got to go see the orthopedic surgeon. He confirmed that my Achilles tendon has healed. Praise God. And now I can start my rehab and my physio. So this was me yesterday morning. Progress, weight bearing. Finally. Okay, so I'm still wearing a walking boot. And actually today I was going to bring it here, but I bought a platform. It's called an even up where you put it on your shoe. So it makes, because that boot is so big, now I have a little picture of 1 inch platform underneath my vessie here. So now both of I'm the same height on both feet, if that makes sense. That's probably the wrong, but you know what I mean. It's called an even up because it evens up the, the length of my legs, so to speak. So it's very simple. For 2 days, which was yesterday and today, I wore my walking boot and I walked with 2 crutches. Tomorrow and Friday, I am going to use only 1 crutch on my right arm as to walk the same time as I step with my left foot. So 2 days with 2 crutches, wearing a walking boot. 2 days with 1 crutch, wearing a walking boot. Then for Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to use no crutches and hopefully not fall over in the middle of a busy intersection. And I'm going to walk around with no crutches and my walking boot. And then on Monday, if all goes well, I'm going to take off my walking boot, put on my left vessie, and finally walk with no crutches and with no walking boot. So that is my 1 week plan, that on Monday, and then I'll start my physio next week. But yes, I will be hopefully no crutches, no walking boots, and walking maybe slowly or with a little bit of a weird gait or a bit of a limp, but it'll be the closest thing to normalcy that I felt in 3 months. I didn't have to sleep in a boot, a caster boot, for the first time last night. And I sleep on the right, Gail sleeps on the left, and it's my left foot, as you guys know. So I told Gail, make sure not to roll onto me or near me and not touch my foot. Generally, how do I say this without sounding stupid? Generally, we sleep apart when we go to bed because she's a very light sleeper and I like my space too. So I usually don't have to worry that we're getting tangled. I'll just put it that way. So it was fine. And it was just so nice. I don't know why I said that. That was weird. It was nice just to be not wearing a boot. So thank you for letting me share that. I was quite emotional yesterday because 12 weeks is a long time. And I get it. There's a lot of worse things happening in the world. You just have to look at the war. Halfway the other side of the world, you have to think of natural disasters and people unhealthy and when I got hurt, it was the big fire in Hawaii and the forest fires in BC. So I recognize that I am very blessed. I recognize that in the big scheme of things, 3 months isn't that much. But the way I can only speak honestly, the way it changed, the way I had to do certain things, approach certain things, I couldn't do a lot of things, and the way I had to give up certain things, it was hard. And I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for anything. I'm just talking to you very honestly. And I thank the 100 of you that are in here still listening to me babble for about non-Canuck stuff, which I'll change in a couple minutes. So yeah, that's I'm just in a really good mood right now, and I'm very grateful, and I can't wait to get better. So thank you for letting me share all of that. One more thing I want to share with you, and not my finest moment from 3 years ago, but it was 3 years ago today, my friends. 3 years ago today, when this take my glasses off. Okay. What do you want me to do? Did you get that? Type the word fall in the chat. Or yes, I've even put a little you call it a GIF or a GIF, whatever. I put a little thing in there. You can, if you remember, you can use that GIF or GIF, I should say, because type the word fall in the chat if you were following me, if you remember this from 3 years ago. And yes, I'm too old for this. I got to get Sean and Jacob and Kayla to put the lights up on our house. But yeah, this was me. I'm trying to get back in. So that's Kayla's room. You can see I was so good. I put a pink towel down there so I didn't like get my dirty shoes on Kayla's bed. I didn't know that I was going to fall right through the window. So you know, good balance there. Very strong stomach muscles. You can see I'm not holding on to anything. That look. So my two legs are dangling, and that's a second floor window. Obviously, there's a roof on the other side. It's not like if I fell out the window, I'd just fall straight to the ground. But yeah, I'm not holding anything there. I'm actually balancing on my stomach. I can't remember if I have strong stomach muscles or if that was my blubber. But regardless, look at that. Look at that great balance. Take my glasses off. Right there, I asked Jacob to take my jacket, my glasses off. So far, so good. So he takes my glasses off, and it was about right here when I realized I'm not sure what I'm doing here, because I put my hands into a handstand position. Maybe I should do a breakdown video for my YouTube channel, or maybe I'm breaking it down right now. I put my hands in the handstand position, one of the hands on the towel. You can see still trying to keep it clean. And now my thighs are precariously on the window ledge right there. And then it's about this moment where I knew that I was up the creek without a paddle, because now it's not a headstand because my head is not touching the bed. It's a full handstand with my legs straight up, a bit of my thigh touching the frame of the window. And it was about this moment where I knew that I was in trouble. What do you want me to do? So Jacob, in a fake moment of offering assistance, says, "What do you want me to do?" And I'm not sure if I yelled out, "Catch me," before I actually started falling. Let's listen. No, I didn't say anything. I just said, "Uh-oh." And then now my thighs are off of the window frame. My head is tucked so I didn't break my neck. And my momentum is basically carrying me over. Subscribe says, "Can't imagine the view. The neighbors. Oh, that's why they're all outside cheering and throwing money at me. Ah, now I get it. I was doing a swanton bomb." Edmund, that's amazing. Yeah, Jeff Hardy has nothing on me. And there we go. And then right there. Yeah, I know that's not the best view with my butt sticking up and towards camera, but you guys know that that's the edge of the bed. So what's going to happen here? 20% of my body's on the bed. The other 80% is going to be crashing down right now like this. Right there. There. I'm wearing a nice Canucks hoodie and everything. So that was 3 years ago today. That is something that I will have to rectify this year with the kids. Okay, I'm going to talk for 5 minutes about the Canucks, and then I'm going to turn it over to all of you. By the way, thank you. I think I got to recognize one donation that came in when I was blabbing for the last 15 minutes, and it is from Carol. Legendary Carol Bovenlander says, "Hi Clay, welcome back. Thank you. I'm very happy about the Canucks. How do you think we're going to do in the next 5 games?" I think they should be able to sweep actually their Eastern road trip, but let's say they win 2 out of 3. Then I'm not sure who they play after that. Oh yeah. Then they come back, then they play the Islanders and then Calgary. Yeah, I actually think they should win 4 out of the next 5. I really do. I really do. Thank you, Carol, for the donation. I appreciate it as always. So let's look at a couple things really quickly. The Kings beat Vegas today. So that was interesting. Vegas has lost 2 straight now. The Kings beat Vegas 4-1. Was it 4-1? I think it was 4-1. And it's funny. I saw some people saying on Twitter, well, what the heck? We're chasing Vegas. We're trying to hold off LA. Who should we cheer for? And generally, what I like to say, when it's 2 teams that we are battling with for points in a playoff race, not a playoff race or a standings race, it doesn't really matter who wins. All you want to make sure it's a regulation win, and that you don't want it to be a 3-point game where it goes to overtime or shootout. Then the winner gets 2, and then the loser gets 1. That's actually the worst case scenario. The best case scenario is indeed one team wins. So in regulation, if we get closer to the end of the season and then we're battling for first, and then so if this was like 5 games left in the season, then and you do want the Kings to win because you still want a chance of catching first. And look, now with the Vegas Golden Knights losing but playing 2 more games than us, we're 4 points behind. I think Vegas plays again before we play our next 2 games. But in theory, if we win our next 2 games, we'll be tied for Vegas for first place. We'll have 23 points in 14 games. We'll have the same points percentage. So that actually, Kings win this early in the season, I'll take it. I know LA is right behind us, but we also have a better chance of catching Vegas. So it's interesting to see how these 3 teams, Vegas, Vancouver, and LA, have kind of been the cream of the crop already. You look at the Vancouver Canucks. Actually, Nikita Kucherov passed Elias Pettersson in league scoring today. But look, in 12 games, 21 points for Pettersson. That's now second in the league. 20 points for Hughes. That's number 1 for all defensemen. 18 for Miller. 15 for Brock. He has the most power play goals with 7 power play goals. Or is it 5 power play goals? Sorry, he has the most power play goals in the entire league. Philip Hronek, 13 points in 12 games, which is amazing. And then, as we know, Thatcher Demko has just been a beast. Look at Demko's numbers. It's nuts. He's leading. Well, he's tied for the league lead in wins with 7 wins, 948 save percentage, 161, and even Casey DeSmith at a 914, which you certainly can't argue. You can't be upset with. And then 2 shutouts for Demko already. Finally, I said this. Oh no, the one I had, I closed it by accident. So it's this one. So I said, PD leads the NHL in scoring. This was yesterday. Hughes leads D-men in scoring. PD and Hughes lead in assists. Hughes leads in plus minus. Besser leads in power play goals. Demko leads in wins. Terrific Talkett, Miller the Machine, fantastic Phillip, and you have the best start in Canucks history. I've made up the names of P.S. Shooter and Phil DG Sexy. Yeah, those 2 names. Those were Canuck Clay originals. So I hope you guys like that one. I should say that better. P.S. Shooter and Phil DG Sexy. Those are some good ones. Look, with 19 points already, the Canucks only need to play at an 89-point pace for the rest of the season to hit 95 points, which is the playoff bar. So they only have to go. They're already 7 games over 500. They only have to go another 6 games over 500 for the rest of the season. I said at this point, why settle for a wild card spot? It's actually about fighting Vegas and LA for the division title. Yeah, forget about this sneaking in the playoffs now and getting a wild card spot. We should be fighting to win the division now. I actually think we're that good. For many of the reasons that I'm sure you guys are going to talk about in a second. I will close down the poll right now. And I said, who's the one? I know there's so many reasons why the Canucks are doing well, obviously. And I talked about that in the one video that I did record over this past week was 5 reasons why the Canucks are doing so well. And I talked about the 5 reasons that we talked about prior to the season starting. They got to get good goaltending. Check. They got to be healthy. Check. They got to be better on the penalty kill. Check. They got to do, they got to, the new coaching staff has got to get them going. Check. And then they have to have a fast start. Check. All 5 of those things that happened, but I didn't talk about individual players in that video. So I asked you today, who is the most responsible for the Canucks' great start? And 41% said Tocchet, 28 Demko, 26 Hughes, and only 3% saying Petey. That's crazy. He's the second leading scorer in the entire league, and only 3% are saying it's you. But that's why because Tocchet's doing such a good job, and Demko and Hughes have been doing such a good job as well. So Canucks fans, I am going to do my mid-show sponsor read, and then I am going to ask a question, but I'm going to ask it after I do my mid-show sponsor read, and then I will read some of your comments. So, shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform Personal Training Weight Loss. Check them out at ptforum.com. Thank you to Gassy Jack Artwork, maker of that fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey 9 Brewing, my eternal sponsor, and thank you to Vesty Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VestyClaim and receive a free pair of socks off of your next Vesty purchase. Don't forget, if you want to go on this road trip with me, see Vancouver play Seattle Kraken on Friday, November 24th, contact Neil Chark. That's Neil C at uniglobecarefree.ca. And lastly, if you're looking for Canucks tickets this season, you can always send me an email at canuckclay@gmail.com. Mid-show reminder to all of you to subscribe, to like the video. We have 37 likes, but almost 90 people in here, so we should get that up. So subscribe, like the video. You can leave a donation like many people have done. You can gift memberships like many people have done. You can upgrade your membership, buy your own membership, or if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So I'm going to go for the next 20 minutes answering your questions. Taylor, you said, I'm wondering about ticket sales. Yeah, Taylor, if you want me to send you my ticket list, send me a message on Instagram, Taylor, or to canuckclay@gmail.com, and I can send you my list. Okay, friends. So really, I'm going to leave it to you. You can ask me anything, Canucks related, not Canucks related. Let's do Canucks related because I spent so much time talking about non-Canucks stuff. So you can ask me Canucks or hockey related questions, and you can also, if you want to write a comment, you can't think of a question. Tell me, give me the one reason why the Canucks have had such a good start. Is it a player, Pettersson, Hughes, Demko? Is it the coaching? Is it the penalty kill? Is it depth? Is it Philip Hronik? Is it the power play? Is it tell me why the Canucks have gotten off to such a fast start? Did I initially think that Fogel's goal was kicked in? No, I didn't, because I was there live and I didn't see it actually. Yeah, that's good that Quad saw it right away. I did not. The guy I was with actually saw it, but I did not. I heard Bluger is skating as a full participant. Is it worth changing the lineup? Yeah, I think Bluger is still a couple days away. I put him in. I think he's an upgrade over Lafferty. You move Lafferty to the wing and you sit Dakota Joshua. That's what I would do. Do I miss seeing Faber on Canucks Army? No, I'd miss him if he left the market, but now that he's writing for Canucks.com, I wouldn't say I miss him on Canucks Army. Granted, I don't go on Canucks Army quite a lot. So I was saying to Coach Rob last night that the hockey season is really great as the Royals are winning and are playing better. And same with the Canucks. Oh, that's awesome. Both your teams, Shannon. That's great. I'll ask you the same question I asked Parker on Canucks After Dark. Yeah, that's right. I didn't even get to do my show with him on Monday. Do you think the Canucks are contenders or pretenders? Definitely contenders. There's nothing pretendable. Yeah, they've been a little bit lucky with their PDO. They've been they have a high shooting percentage, but they're not pretending it would be that they're not worthy or they're fluking out or they don't deserve it. No, I think they're solely contenders for sure. Could we be last year's Devils? Yeah, I'd like to get a little bit further than them. If Bluger plays tomorrow, which I don't think, I think it's still a game or two away, Gerald, I take Joshua out, and I would probably put Hoglander up with Suter and Garland, and I'd go Bluger, Lafferty, Beauvillier. Edmund, that's true. I can only have four options on the poll. Everyone is playing their best games all together, and that goes back to coaching. Eric, I'll buy some of that for sure. Since I'll be off for 9 months, might as well go to a game with my family. Yes, Taylor, I have sets of 2 and sets of 4. So yeah, reach out to me tomorrow. Predictions for the week. We win all 3. I don't know. Is it if they win 2 out of 3, I'm fine. And honestly, if the one I think they would lose, I think they'll beat Toronto. They might lose to Ottawa. I don't want them to lose to Ottawa. I just think if I don't think they'll lose to Montreal. So if I had to pick one, but I'll go out on a limb and say the Canucks go 3-0. Might as well go for first, of course. Predictions: Canucks at Leafs. Canucks lines up Blue Bombers. Oh, I so want BC to win, but Blue Bombers with their home field advantage. I got to take Winnipeg. The Big Five. I presume that is PD, Demko, Hughes, Miller, Besser. Yep. Yeah, Tyler, you know what's funny? Will you do any green screens this year? This is a really good question. I love you guys' feedback. Yes, I'm going to start to do more breakdown videos. That's one thing that I want to do. And I think I have a lot of fun with them. And it gives me a chance to improv a little bit. I'll admit, it's a lot of effort to set up the green screen behind me because I got to put a pole over there. I got to put a pole over there. Then I got to drape the green screen and then make sure there's no wrinkles. It's way easier if I don't do a green screen effect and I just put a little square, right? You know, like I just do a screen recording and just put myself in the side there. But yeah, I want to do more breakdown videos for sure, but I'm not sure if I want to, if it's worth doing the green screen effect. So actually, that's a good poll question. I'm not going to say this one's binding just in case I don't like what you say. Should I bother setting up the green screen for my breakdown videos? And I think, and you know, I'm not going to break down entire highlight packages. That'll take forever. But I think if I can find some great saves or some great plays or some funny stuff, I might resurrect my What Were They Thinking series. Actually, great question, Tyler. Wow, you read my mind. Yes, taking out Joshua, we do become a little not as tough. That's fair. Clay, now it's a good confirmation for us that Besser's doing so well. Yes. Yeah, it's so awesome to see. Canucks are doing well because of me. They have won every game I've watched besides the Rangers game. BS call. I don't blame that one. Okay, Jack, keep watching then. Keep watching. Lafferty will move back to wing. Yeah, I agree. I've heard many people say they're scared to play the Canucks. Feels good to be the team others are scared of instead of being scared of other teams. Yeah, it's a weird feeling, and I absolutely love it for sure. Bring back Holiday for the playoffs. That would be fun. Is anyone not surprised that Campbell's on waivers? I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's too bad, but no one's going to pick him up with that $5 million contract. Good to be lucky to be good. Is it safe to count McKinnon, McDavid's out now? Of what? Give me are you talking about out of the scoring race, out of MVP? No, I still think it's too early to do that if that's what you're asking. A lot of the experts say that LA is a better team than Vancouver. Where in the lineup are they so much better? We have, our goaltending's better. Maybe their top 6 is better. Let me look real quick. LA Kings lines. Go to daily face off and see. That's a good question. Let's see. Let's see how good they are. Okay, their top 6 is pretty good with Kopitar and Pierre-Luc Dubois down the middle. I'll still take Petey and Miller. And then Kempe left. Lafreniere. That's not Alexei Lafreniere. Fiala and Byfield. Yeah, actually, I like the Canucks top 6 better. Kaliev's good. Deneau's really good. Trevor Moore, Trevor Lewis, Lizotte, Grunson. Okay, I think the bottom 6 are a soft. I do like Deneau, though, a lot. Anderson, Doughty, Gavrikov, Roy, England. Yeah, I actually like our D better, and I definitely like our goalies better. So Talbot and Cobb. I don't know. That's a great point. I don't know how. And obviously they're playing well because they're right behind us in the standings. But yeah, I don't know how LA's a better team than us. That's a great question. When I went to the Canucks game on Saturday, I actually spotted Gonchar walking past me at the Park Hotel near PC Place. Nice, CV. Tanev reunited with Hughes. I'm not sure. I don't think we should trade for him, quite frankly. How could you break up Hughes and Hronek? Although you could go away from them, and then and then you always can come back to them if you need to. Met a Canucks fan in LA. She said she's from Van and still follows the Canucks. She knows and listens to your streams. Oh, that's cool. So if you're here now, hi again. Nice meeting you. Yes. If you are watching the stream, California girl from Vancouver, LA Women's Hoops, and Canuck Clay, say hello. Oh, thanks for passing that on, LA Women's Hoops. That's really cool. By the way, I was at the game on Monday night with my friend from New York. He was the speaker. If you saw my picture from the Jumbotron, he was in there. So he was our speaker for our youth rally, and then he was surprised at how many people I knew at the arena. Because whatever, it sounds like I'm showing off, but I get stopped about 12 to 15 times a night, and I love it. I really love it. Actually, I love. You guys have heard me. I don't do it because of the popularity. I love meeting new fans. I love connecting new fans, and he was actually quite surprised and impressed that I knew so many people at the arena. But it's so cool. It's just because people come out and say hello, and then we can talk about this team. It's awesome. It's awesome. Myers has been playing better lately. Yeah, Talkett loves him. Crazy world. Oilers, Flames, and Leafs are all bad, and the Canucks are a wagon. The world's turned upside down. I love it. I love it too. Jasmine thinks we're going to go 3-0. Do you think if the Canucks trade for right-hand D, it'll disrupt the chemistry? No, I would do it. I still think you can upgrade over Friedman. I would do it. I would trade Garland if we could, because his contract's worse. Do you think Jay Woodcroft is done in Edmonton? I think he's got 5 games max if they don't turn around. You see the Canucks earning at least 3? More than that. I love that we are buyers and interested in Flames players. I love seeing you Canucks are interested. Yeah, crazy. The screen recording might be just as good. The weatherman look is awesome. That's funny. Yeah, you guys basically in the poll, you guys is in essence a split. 52% saying yes, use the green screen, 47% saying no. So I don't think I'm going to offend people either way. A lot of talk about bringing a right-hand D in a trade, potential partners and players in potential trades. Fabro, Luke Shen. Yeah, I don't know if you go back to Luke Shen. His contract's pretty big right now. Yeah, I think they're just keeping options open. Since Hughes and Best have been scoring a lot more, what are your goal predictions for both in the season? Yeah, whatever I predicted Kaya before the season started, I'm sure. Bester's already got 10. I think Bester will get 30, 35 to 40. And Hughes, I think he'll get 15. I think he'll slow down a little bit. Clay, you're going to dance again soon when you're late recovery. Oh, yeah, for sure. That goes without saying. I'll dance when I'm at 80%, which is pretty soon. What is the name of the light that you have that changes colors to sounds, as you said you got on Amazon? Yeah, it's just an LED light. I don't know the exact name of it, but it's just an LED panel light, Shannon. Do we upset the balance if a new player's brought in? No, I don't think you can be afraid of. It's not like you're changing the entire team. I think 1 or 2 players, especially if they're good players, I don't worry about wrecking chemistry. With Bo possibly in the trade block, who would you be happy we got someone or something back from? I would just be happy to clear that salary, then get Ethan Bear. I was thinking ones that they're trying to clear salary to get Patrick Kane. No, I'm not saying that they should do that, but yeah, if Bo's on the trade block. I would look at a right-hand D, but I'm not sure if you can go that 1-for-1. Can't wait to see how many Canucks fans will be in the building tomorrow. We always have a lot of fans in Ottawa. Yeah, the whole trip there should be. Campbell and Dryden Hunt cleared waivers. Not surprised. When someone like Campbell gets picked up, does Edmonton free up $5 million cap space? Yeah, Jamie. If someone picks him up, so that's why you kind of put big contracts on waivers, but no one's going to take them because they're big contracts. But yeah, if someone picks him up, they have to pay for him because he's their guy now. Oilers or Sharks? I think the Oilers will win. We need a new Gen Greenman to get in the opposing players' heads. That'll be interesting. We don't play LA till February and Vegas once till February. That's true. That's true. Nashville's thin on the wings and deep on D. Fabro, perhaps. Do you think Tocchet should have challenged a few goals for Demko? The Sharks game and Oilers. Yeah, that's true. The Sharks game wrecked a shutout. On Monday was goalie interference. I don't know. I think Tocchet knows what he's doing, as much as we don't like Demko getting scored on. Honestly, feel Quinn could get 20 goals and get as well deserved. Yeah, he could win the Norris, whether it's 15 or goals or 20 goals. Good things about Fabro. Kings down the middle. Yeah, they're strong. Kings have 6 centers. LA is great, but we're better. LA Kings, where the rebound was done on the radar. Yeah, they quietly did it. Yeah, subscribe. I was the same thing. In fact, I've talked about that quite openly, that I wasn't the biggest fan of Tocchet before he got here. 400th goal for Kopitar. Did not know that. Doing some math earlier, Edmonton would need to win 8 more games than Vancouver to pass. Yeah, that's a lot, and only 70 games to do so. Hey, Trev. I'm not sure if you heard. If you just got here, you probably didn't hear where I talked about you earlier in the night. Keep up the good work, man, on your channel. That's awesome. Love Tanev, but we need someone that's not injury prone. I agree. If we get Tanev again, it would have similar feeling that acquire Brent Sopel, not the same player. I agree. We should get younger D. I agree. Oilers, sorry, not sorry. Yeah, I saw that video. That was good. I think if Edmonton loses 7 more games, he's fired. I don't think it'll take that long. I think if they lose 2 or 3 straight, including one in San Jose, he's gone. PD has not re-signed yet. Shannon, were you surprised the Wild traded Addison for only a 5th? If the Canucks are still in a good spot by the deadline, what do you do with Myers? Keep him and risk him walking for nothing? Yeah, I don't know much about the Addison trade. I have to read up on it, Justin, but that doesn't seem like a lot. Rick Tocchet loves Tyler Myers. So I think if we are in a playoff spot at trade deadline and Myers is a big reason why, I don't see them moving him. I see them keeping him, and you risk losing him for nothing. Now, is that too short term? Maybe. I'm not giving Alvin and Rutherford enough credit. Maybe they'll be able to think long term and move him for an asset. And if you can get an asset that can help you, then so be it. Who knows? Maybe Ethan Bear's on the team by then, and he's eating up all Tyler Myers' minutes. Holland should get canned too. He could. Is it really Jay Woodcroft's fault? I think he's a part of it, for sure. For sure. I think DJ Smith is a lot safer than Woodcroft is. He's going to lose. He's gone if they lose to San Jose tomorrow. Wow, Cody. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Patty Kane, I'd go for that for sure. Yes, Coach Rob, Mary's Meals is a charity organization. They are a Christian organization that for, I believe it's $30 a month. No, $30 a year. You can feed a child in Africa one healthy meal in their place of study. That's what it is. So it's one of those where they raise money for underdevelopment countries and the kids, the poor kids, students in those countries. And I'll likely become a board member. I'm being interviewed to be on their board, which is pretty exciting for me. My first time ever on an advisory board. So I believe a lot in what they do. PD's not signed yet because he doesn't want to bother right now. I think he wants to see how good this team is, make sure they're for real, and he wants to rack up as many points as he can. I do not have interest in Tanev. Yeah, Familiar is too overhyped. I think we've been there, done that. Would he be on the second pair? Oh, yeah. I think he becomes our second best right shot D-man for sure. Campbell's back down playing with Bakersfield, was playing Amsterdam. Gotcha. I think the Oilers will pummel the Sharks. What's the most you would pay Bear? I would have liked how the defense has looked. I really don't think he needs any changes. I think he's an upgrade over Friedman. I pay Bear $1.5 million max. I think Tanev is too old for this team. Yeah, I guess we don't play LA for a long time, I guess. No problem, Sarah. And tonight's a good one. You got to go back and watch it. It's really good. Well, I think so. Little more, less Canucks talk though for the first half an hour. More personal chat, reflection. Oh, Justin, you hit you you hit a message. Uh-oh. Can you unhide it? Who's our starting goalies for the next 3 games? Well, they have a back-to-back, and it's on the road. So I think definitely DeSmith gets one of the 3 games. And when I look at the schedule, the way it's set up, I could see Demko going, because he's had 2 days between games. I could see Demko going Ottawa, Toronto, and then DeSmith getting Montreal. That's what my prediction is. Bruce was an awesome coach, but I feel like Talkit isn't going to be as easy on them this season, and he's already proving how good of a coach he is, considering how well the Canucks are doing. Yeah, I agree. What is the trade you want the Canucks to make? I want them to free up $5 million by trading Bouvelier or Garland. Around April or June timeframe, we'll know 2 months before, so hopefully find out January, February when it is. Oh, is that about your jaw surgery? Yeah, I saw something about that, Taylor. I hope you're okay. Is it better to have Vegas win more games or LA? I say Vegas, but yeah, no, Sarah. Yeah, now I know that you weren't watching. I talked about that earlier. At this point in the season, I don't think it matters. I really don't. If you want the Canucks to finish as high as possible in the standings, then you always cheer against the team that's ahead of them. So you could make an argument for cheering for LA, who won tonight, because it gets us closer to Vegas, or it doesn't let Vegas get further away from us. So, but I do think as long as the game doesn't go to overtime, then you're okay. Myers leaves in the offseason. I've always been a Myers fan through it all until this season. I didn't get frustrated with play. That's good. Bruce was awesome, but needed more time. But Talk is more rough than Bruce. Yeah. I didn't know Sens fans chanted fire DJ. That's not great. Do you think it's reasonable for previously overplayed players like Myers and Besser to sign cheaper contracts to make up for slow? Well, Jeremy, you often see players coming off of bad years sign cheaper contracts just to show that they can still play in this league. Zadorov, yeah, but doesn't he have an expensive contract though? Or are they supposedly interest trade for Binnington? But I hope it's not until after January trade 4, so we can light up Binnington 2 more times. Nice, and then beat him when he's playing for Edmonton. Edmonton players mostly at fault for when it comes to the game on ice, but management's fault for building the team. Yeah, and coach's fault. It's always everyone. Really, but do not push yourself with the walking. Or Coach Rob and I will need to bring my pink 4-wheel walker. Yes, as much as I'm sure it looks cool on you, Shannon, I do not want to use your pink walker, so I will not re-injure myself for sure. Ethan Bear's surgery. Gosh, was it upper body, right? Like shoulder or arm? I can't even remember now. Gosh, it was so long ago. Yes, they're saying we don't play LA until later in the year, Kaya. But after we play Vegas on the 30th, then we don't play them till later in the year as well. There isn't many Flames demon that's really good aside from Anderson. DeSmith gets Toronto because they want a guaranteed win against the Habs. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough to say. But they will split that for sure. Canucks power play is only 77%, barely middle of the pack. Yeah, it'll get better. Thanks, Nula. Great seeing you all the way from Sweden. I think DeSmith starts 2 in Eastern Canada. Wow, that's bold. That's bold. Canucks are shot for another top-tier center if possible. Yeah, Jeremy, but they got Blueger coming back. I don't know if you want to spend money upgrading center. I think defense is still more the priority. Thank you, Trev. Everyone hit like and subscribe because Clay's content is incredible. Appreciate that. Remember how much I was telling how Rev Trev is doing good work earlier, and he's a smart guy, obviously. I forgot what podcast I was listening to where they said LA has the easiest schedule. I did not know that. Can I join the podcast commentary? Do you mean forever, Matt, or do you mean tonight? Tonight, I'm just going to wrap up, but Matt, I'm not sure who you are, but send me an email, canuckclay@gmail.com, canuckclay@gmail.com, and tell me more about yourself. I would want Vegas to win more because if we keep doing our part, it becomes a 2-team race rather than. Oh, that's interesting. Hey, welcome back from Vegas. Hope you had a great trip and thank you for the advice. Smiley, hello. The legend is here. Legendary Lucas Gates. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm so late. No problem. Don't worry about it. You got here just in time for my ending. Just got off from Rogers Arena. Long day, Autism Center plus a Kiss concert. Wow. Hope the concert was good. Thank you for the donation, Legendary Lucas Gates. Always appreciate it. Overbite. Gotcha. Shoulder surgery. Thank you, Jay. How did you and Parker meet? How did collaborating become an idea? Eric, great question. Parker reached out to me. He reached out to me and he said, do you want to do a show together? And actually, Eric, I'm really glad you, I'm warning you, this is probably going to be about a 2-minute answer because I want to get into this. Parker reached out to me. He had just started doing some stuff. I watched him. I noticed him. I thought he knew his stuff. He was also vlogging from his car at the time, which I always going to be an advocate for. And he simply said, do you want to do a show with me? And Parker admits that he didn't think I was going to say yes. And I said, sure, let's do it. And I'll say this, if I was worried about Parker, if I wanted to hold another content creator down, or if I was worried that Parker was going to grow bigger than me, then I would have just said, no, good luck. Yeah. Have fun trying to grow yourself. But it's quite the opposite. Like, Parker, I don't think he'd call me his mentor or anything like that, because I think he knows he does a lot of things better than I do. But I saw a young guy who could probably get a bit of guidance, and technically there's nothing I can teach him technically about technology and about how to run things, but I have connections, more connections, and I just kind of understand just from my experience the landscape a little bit. And that's kind of what I bring to the partnership, as I bring my experience, and I bring a decent network of contacts. Parker brings a great knowledge of the game, great communication skills, the technical ability. So I think it's a really good partnership. So that's how we met. And then, so we started like streaming in the fall of a season. And then we physically met in September when we went to an Abbotsford game. And then I've been to his house once to podcast live. You guys might remember we did one Canucks After Dark live from his apartment. So I've only physically met him twice. Yeah, that's a long story. Thanks, Eric. Thanks for the great question. Blue Whaler, and I get the Pink Walker. Sounds good. Canadians team wear poppy for Veterans Day or Remembrance Day up here. We'll see. Well, all the coaches wear them for sure because we have Remembrance Day, similar thing. DeSmith tomorrow, Demko Toronto, DeSmith Montreal. Oh, so 2 out of 3 for DeSmith. Interesting. A D-man has priority, no doubt, but a bona fide center is low-key important. That's fair. Anaheim quietly winning lots. Do they continue to win and challenge for a wild card against us? Not against us. I'm not sure if Anaheim and Arizona, the 2 current wild card teams, are there by the end of the year. And Taylor's talking a bit about her overbite, but so I hope you get that fixed well. But that's not for a while, right? Okay, friends, it is an hour 5 in. I told you I'd go for about an hour tonight. My plan tomorrow is to stream at 11. I'm at a work event that I'm helping run, and it usually ends between 9 and 10, and then I still got to get home from downtown. So I'd say I'm going to be a game time decision tomorrow. If I know that I'm not going to stream, then I will. No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it the other way. I'm going to set up the stream so it's scheduled for 11. And if I end up pulling the stream, I will do so by 10 o'clock. So at least you have an hour notice, and I'll put a message up on my channel. So regardless of whether or not I stream tomorrow night, I'm looking forward to getting back to daily content starting this weekend. So not only the nightly live streams, except on Friday, Saturday, but videos every single day, a nice little combination of different things. So I had my 1 week off of doing a lot of content creation because of work, but I'm looking forward to getting back into it and like, thank you for allowing me to share this first part of the stream and going with non-contact stuff for the first half. But I thought it was I was happy to share that. And JS, no, not streaming on Friday night. I'm at Hadestown watching a show, and on Saturday night I have Game Over. Game Over. I'm on Game Over Toronto with Fuad and with a very special guest, someone I haven't talked to yet, a former Canucks player. Yeah, so that's gonna be really cool. I'll share more about that as we get closer to Saturday. Wow, that was a lot, you guys. Thank you for being here. Shout out to my sponsors, Vancouver Experts Real Estate and Perform and Transform Personal Training Weight Loss. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members. Thanks for your support as well. And thanks to all of you for liking, for watching, for liking, for subscribing. For those of you that did even a bit more tonight, and that was Coach Rob gifting a membership, Fangirl using a monthly membership message, Carol gifting 5 memberships, Justin using a monthly membership message, Taylor using a monthly membership message, Carol donating, and Lucas donating. Thank you very much for your generosity as always. Of course, on your way out, don't forget, if you're looking for Canucks tickets, email me at canuckclay@gmail.com. If you want to go on the Seattle trip that I've been talking about for the past month, email Neil Chark at neilc@uniglobecarefree.ca. Finally, on your way out, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership, get your own membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. As always, thanks to all of you for being here. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. I went to the doctor yesterday, and my doctor actually told me that I am going deaf. I'll tell you, that news was kind of hard to hear. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.